Good evening and welcome to the Congo Hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Waynna, and Trippy is not here currently. He told me he may come, so hopefully he'll grace us with his presence. I pray that you've had a great week so far. Last week, Trippy and I, we normally talk about what happened the week prior to. Last week, Trippy gave his girlfriend, Bree, a surprise birthday party. And it was like, oh gosh, I can't even explain it. It was just phenomenal. That's all I can say. And there was food. Howard Laws catered the food, absolutely delicious. And the decorations was done by Pink Lady. Listen, if you're having an event, please, please, please reach out. I don't have her information. She's on social media. She is, her name of the business is called Pink Lady. What else? So, Mimi's Sweet Cobblers. I'm getting orders already for Valentine's Day. So if you want to give someone that you love, or even a family member, friend, co-worker, make sure you give me a call at 302-521-7325 to place your orders. Tonight we have three beautiful ladies that are Deltas, and they're going to come on to talk about a grand event that they have coming up next month. So we're going to have them, I say we because I'm used to Trippy being here, I apologize. I'm going to have you all introduce yourselves, and you have the pleasure of going first.
Thank you. I'm Diane Harris, and I am the chair of our Founders Day program, which you'll hear more about when we get really into talking.
Okay, all right.
My name is Tiaa Stanford, and I'm also one of the co-chairs for the Founders Day this year.
And you don't mind sharing how long you've been a part of the organization?
Of course not.
Okay.
6 years.
6 years,
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for having us. My name is Gina Burke, and I'm also one of the co-chairs for Founders Day, and I've been at Delta for going on 23 years, so I just had my 22nd Deltaversary.
Right, congratulations. So the event is going to, let's talk about the event a little bit. What it's called, it's for Founders Day.
It's for our Founders Day. This will be our 111th founding of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And this year, we are the host chapter. The Wilmington Alumni Chapter is the host chapter for all of the chapters in Delaware. We have 6 chapters in Delaware, 4 alumni and 2 collegiate. Okay. And we're all gathering with our friends and family and the community to come out and celebrate 111 years.
Okay, and what date is this gala going to happen?
The event is Saturday, February 3rd, 2024.
Okay, and it's going to be at
the riverfront, the Chase Center at the riverfront.
Okay, all right. And there's a very special guest that's coming, and I'm like really excited. I promise you I'm getting my tickets. I'm gonna try to gather some girlfriends so that we can get a table together.
Please.
The special guest will be
Miss Yolanda Adams.
I'm
Grammy
excited.
We're excited.
I want to thank Ronette Anderson because she's the one who coordinated you beautiful ladies coming on this evening. And when she showed me the flyer, I was like, I'm there. I'm so excited to be there. It's going to start at what time?
Well, the first part of the day will be kind of dedicated to the members of Delta Sigma Theta. We will go through a rededication ceremony, recommitting ourselves to the work that we do in public service. So we do that first. But also at the same time, there's going to be a marketplace. So people can come early and shop. And it's going to be a diverse group of vendors that there's something for everyone. And then at the luncheon, one of the things we'd like to mention is that our National First Vice President will be our keynote speaker, Sor Cheryl Turner.
Okay. And where is she, where does she live?
Jackson, Mississippi.
She's in Mississippi. Okay, so she's coming to Delaware to
be with us.
Yes, you with her presence. Okay, great. Now you mentioned, share with our audience some of the work that Deltas do in the community.
We do a lot. So our programs are based on our 5-point programmatic thrusts. We have economic development, we have social action, political awareness and involvement, we have international awareness and involvement. So we do quite a bit here in Delaware, and I'll be looking to some of our sorors to really step up and talk. I am a new resident of Delaware here, but everything that we do is based on our 5-point programmatic thrusts. In Delaware, we have the Jabberwock. We also have the Red Run that we do here with this chapter, and we also are very, very active in social action. So
do you
we
mind
do
sharing
have,
what Jabberwock is?
Yeah, sure.
And the other one that you mentioned?
You want to share?
Sure. So Jabberwock is a program, it's catered to young ladies, our youth. I'm not sure of the age range. What age
It's our
does it go
juniors
from?
and seniors in high school.
Okay.
And one of the things we do and they do is not only give them a personal development process, but we also do fundraisers. They have to have some accountability because we're helping them pay for college. And last year, when we had our Jabberwock, we raised over $187,000 to give to 22 young ladies.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Because they may not have been able to go
Without the help.
The help of the Deltas.
And so we make sure not only that we give them money, but we also give them self-esteem programs and those types of things so that they are also very successful going into that new environment.
Great. Now, do they get a chance to come back and share their experiences?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
And you mentioned another program.
the Red Run.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is a 5K run, and I actually knew about this run because I used to be an avid runner prior to coming to Delaware, and that is hosted here in Wilmington, and it's basically for runners of all different shapes, sizes, different levels. If you're a walker as well, we have that 5K run. If I'm not mistaken, that is held in June.
Yes.
That we have the Red Run, and it's a 5K, so it's basically 3.1 miles.
Okay. So let's go back to Founders Day.
Yeah.
Once again, it's going to be February.
February the 3rd.
Okay. And that's
at
on
the
a
Chase Center.
Saturday?
That's a Saturday.
Okay.
And it's going to be epic. It is going to be so exciting. There is so much going to be going on. Why don't you share a little bit of some of the stuff that'll be going on?
So we'll have, of course, Yolanda Adams as our entertainment. There will be different wow factors where you can take pictures, you can have photo ops. The marketplace will be available. That opens at 8 o'clock, 8 to 4, and it'll close promptly at 4 o'clock. We're also having different slideshows that just talk about Delta and our purpose and also how we celebrate our founders.
Mm-hmm. And one of the other things we're going to have there, because we are believed in public service, we're going to have voter registration there. Our social action committee is coming and asked to have a table there so that any of the people that come in and aren't registered to vote will get an opportunity to register.
I love that because this year is a very crucial year when it comes to voting. Saturday is going to be, you mentioned something specifically just for the Deltas, but the public can come throughout the day to come shopping.
Yeah.
So all of my girlfriends and guys, don't have to be all girls, make sure you come early, shop, because if you get there late, you might miss out on some great deals. So get there early. And it's going to be a luncheon.
Yes, correct.
And the cost is how much?
For members of Delta Sigma Theta, the cost is $125. So that's for all of our alumni level sorors. We also have collegiate sorors, and their charge will be $75 for collegiate sorors. So whether you're coming in from Delaware or Pennsylvania or any of the other surrounding states, $75 for collegiates, $125 for regular alumni sorors and members of Delta Sigma Theta. We also have a third level, and that will be the public cost, and that is $100. Men, women from different organizations, whether you're a part of an organization or not, we welcome the public, and the public cost is $100.
And I have to say, $100 is not a lot to come to hear Yolanda Adams and
a
get a
meal.
great meal.
3
And
courses.
why I say that is I go to a lot of events, concerts, and tickets are way more than 100,
Yes.
and they give us nothing to eat. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, $100 for those that are not a part of the organization. I need all of my viewing audience to please, we're going to put up the flyer. There's a QR code. You can hit the QR code, purchase your tickets. Treat a young lady as well to come to experience the Deltas along with Yolanda Adams. I'm really excited about Yolanda Adams because when I have moments in my life, I can listen to her and she is just so uplifting. So yeah, great choice. Is there anything else that you ladies would like to share?
I also wanted to add that because it's a family environment, children are allowed to come from ages 12 to up. So we have tickets available for them as well.
Okay, that's wonderful. Because I always think that young ladies should be able to just come out and experience events such as the one that you're having.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who would like to recap on?
Go ahead.
Sure. Thank you, sorors. We're asking you all to please come out. We're close to selling out our tickets, so that will be very key that we're asking everyone to please purchase your tickets. Our deadline is February 19th, so you can buy your tickets on Eventbrite. January 19th. Oh my goodness, my apologies. January 19th, that is the last day that you can buy tickets on Eventbrite, but we do anticipate selling out. It is just to celebrate our 111th Founders Day. We'll be having our first national vice president, Cheryl Turner, and our entertainment will be Miss Yolanda Adams, and we're super excited. The doors will be open for the luncheon at 11:30, if I'm not mistaken. So the luncheon starts promptly at 12 p.m. And the luncheon will be a 3-course meal, and it will go from 12 p.m. all the way to 3 p.m. And what that leaves you is an extra hour again, where the vendors are available from 3 to 4 p.m. But the vendors, again, they will be there, and we've already sold out. So it will be a lot of vendors that we're already sold out, and the vendors go from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So we are asking you again to please come out. Our date is Saturday, February 3rd, and it will be at the Chase Center on the riverfront here in Wilmington, Delaware.
Great.
And we are very excited.
Yeah.
It's crazy that I feel like I'm a part, and because I'm really excited. And it's probably because Ronette is always talking about it. So I'm excited to be there. We get this question a lot, an attire. What is the attire for those that would like to come to attend? It's a luncheon, but is there a specific attire that you are asking people to wear?
We would ask them to wear, if you want to consider it business attire, for a luncheon or like a tea, that kind of attire.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The key thing to add to that, for members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, if you are planning on coming to our rededication ceremony, the attire is red, no pants. And that requirement is just for members of our organization when they're coming to our rededication. The public, as Diane said, please come fashionable, come looking wonderful. We're going to be celebrating what we do in this community, and as well just celebrating the fact that we do have Miss Yolanda Adams coming out.
And we also want to celebrate the community because we're a part of this community. So that's why we wanted the community to come and be with us.
Yes, I do know that you all do wonderful things in the community. I'm out in the community, and I hear a lot and I see a lot. So thank you so very much for all that you do. It's really important for organizations to give back to the community, as you mentioned. So thank you very much. Is there anything else that you would like to share before we take a break?
No, just thank you very much for having us.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you. Going to take a short break, and I will be back.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Welcome back to the show. I hope that you have enjoyed my guest for this evening. Please, if you have not, get your phones out, go to the flyer. The QR code is right there. Once you put the QR code, you put the camera there, there will be a link that will take you directly to the site so that you can purchase your tickets to join the Deltas. And I'm definitely coming. Hopefully Trippy will come with me too. And Bree and whoever else would like to come on Saturday, February the 3rd. I'm really looking forward to Yolanda Adams. I asked the ladies, I know that Deltas do so much in the community. So this part, we're going to talk about the community things that the Deltas do. So thank you, ladies, so much for staying with me. I appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Yes. So let's talk about some of what Martin Luther King, you've already started doing that. Let's talk about the things that you've done so far.
One of the things we wanted to do this year for Martin Luther King was to celebrate our seniors, our youth that are going to college, and our young people. So we decided to do 3 different projects. One is to have the lap blankets that were taken to the seniors over in Kingswood. The other is packing up little, I think they're toiletries, but items for kids going to college. Because what we found out is, yes, you can get into college, but sometimes you don't have all the basics that you need, like toothbrushes and the kind of, I call them toiletries, that you need while you're there. You got the money to get in, but you don't have all the little surrounding support that you need. So we're working with Trunks of Love to do that. And then we like the Hope Center, so we're going back over to the Hope Center, and they're setting up a room, a playroom for the little ones. So we're going to be donating toys and stuff for that room and setting it up. So that's what we're doing for Martin Luther King between now and, of course, January 15th.
Okay, which is tomorrow. All right. And who else wants to touch on another community event?
I can do it. I mentioned earlier about our 5-point programmatic thrust. So economic development, educational development, political awareness and involvement, physical and mental health, and we also have international awareness and involvement. So everything that we do, whether we're here in Wilmington or wherever our sorors are, we're focused around that 5 points. Here in Wilmington, we do have Delta Academy. So that's for our younger ladies that are in middle school. We also have Delta Gems, and that's for our high school age young ladies as well. We talked about Jabberwock a bit earlier, and we also have Embody that we do here in the Wilmington alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So those are some things that we do. That's for the young men, Embody.
So what is for the young men again?
Embody is for the young men. So we didn't leave them out. We focus on our young ladies, but yes.
I'm glad that you stress that part so that they won't feel like you're not doing anything for the gentlemen.
And then the other big thing that we do too is scholarships, something that's near and dear. I'll be very honest, not from this country originally, but when I was in high school, I got a scholarship from Delta. So one of the things that I always look for us is just how we help our youth by providing scholarships, whether it's through Jabberwock, which we do, or as well we have our own scholarship committee that goes out into the community. And when I first moved to Wilmington and got involved, there was even a full ride from a university here that was provided through the scholarship that we have here in Wilmington. So there is a lot that we do here with the community.
So you are a product of a scholarship from
Isn't that
the
something?
Delta.
See what happens?
I am. Delta's helped me quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah, so earlier I shared, do people come back and share their experience? And we have one sitting right here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. And you mentioned you're not originally from
this country. Yeah, I was born and raised in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I first got here, I didn't really know how to pay for school and what to do, and I applied for a scholarship because I did a ton of volunteer work. And that's why, the youth programs for us are so near and dear to me, because I am a product from Delta. So
That's great.
And that's wonderful.
Congratulations. Yes, thank you for sharing that. You was holding on to that.
Yeah.
You was holding on to that gem.
Wasn't she?
Yes, she was. That's great. Thank you so much for sharing.
And one of the other things we talk about is international awareness. So we really do support the countries of Africa. We have a few products, a few programs that we do over there. One is we bought a well because what we found out was the water, and need clean water.
Yes.
So we are supporting a well over there in our chapter. And the other thing is simple things like sanitary napkins, sending them over because they need those kind of things. So those are the kinds of things that we've done from an international perspective.
I was going to ask about that when you talked about toiletries, because I know that sanitary napkins can become expensive for young ladies, of course, that are in college. So
Yes.
okay. All right.
So I believe in June, we have a group of sorors or
We do.
deltas are going to Kenya to support
Yes.
that
Yeah.
the
initiative.
The sport. Mhm.
Great.
And no, they're going to be supporting not just the well, but we have a couple schools there that as deltas we support from a national perspective and locally. And they're going to go visit a couple of the schools there and bring them supplies.
That's great.
Mhm.
Very good. You all definitely do a lot. So thank you on behalf of the community for all that you do. Did we miss anything?
I did want to add, so with our Founders Day event, we are given opportunities for small businesses or organizations to purchase an ad that would then help to advertise their businesses. So there's an opportunity for that as well. That can be purchased on Eventbrite as well.
Okay, so the QR code, it has that information on it
Yes.
as well.
And they can purchase
Oh,
an
good. I'm
ad.
glad you mentioned
Yes.
that.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a very good one because,
Because
that's
we have our vendors, like Gina stated, we're full for physical vendors, but you can also be a vendor through an ad, and that will run for at least 6 months. So
Now, when you say run for 6 months,
so we're doing a digital flip book. So everybody will have a QR code, and it's continuous for about 6 months.
now that is a bright idea. So you're not doing paper.
No.
That technology, one.
The young ones.
I wouldn't have thought of
with
that.
them.
No,
I go along with them.
I may have thought of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I don't know how many booklets like you bring home. I might keep them on the counter for
Yes.
a little bit, and then they kind of sort of go in the trash, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I love that idea.
And
so
just to-
you'll be able to go through the program digitally.
Yes. So you mentioned at the top hour a business with your number. You can
Yes.
purchase an ad in our book and it will be there.
Yes.
So, we're looking for any kind of business. So it doesn't have to be a vendor that sells, let's say, paraphernalia, a hair salon, a nail salon. If you're baking a cake, if you want to put your business card in, so we are very open to any type of business to advertise.
And when is the deadline for that? Is it the same time as for the tickets?
It's also the 19th.
January 19th,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 week to buy your ticket, to get an ad. I love it, and it'll be digital.
Yeah. And at least if they make the purchase, we can work with them to get the flyer and the information
Okay.
before the event. But we do want at least to make the purchase by the 19th, and then we can work on the details. And they can the information is on the Eventbrite where they can contact us.
Thank you for sharing that as well. See, I'm glad we came back. y'all was holding on to some things that we should have shared. Thank you. All right. Anything else that you can think of?
We do have another. So we have our T-shirts on. You see our
Okay.
T-shirts. So
yeah.
they say Sisterhood 2024. Our theme is fanning the flames. So we are selling these Founder Day apparel to support our collegiates to be able to come to our event, because sometimes it's hard for them to afford the ticket costs. So this was an initiative to help offset that.
Okay.
Yes.
And the emblem there is?
That's our logo. It says Fan the Flame. It has women, all shapes and sizes
I see.
to represent us as sisters. And it says Sisterhood in Action.
Very good. So they're very nice. The QR code, you can get the shirts there as well?
The QR code takes you to the details to where you can click on the link to the merchant to purchase.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I want to encourage all of our viewing audience, if you're not getting a ticket, to at least get an ad get a shirt so that someone young can come and experience the epic event. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else? I know, right?
There's so much. Yeah, there is a lot.
I'll have you come back on after the event so we can talk about the event.
Oh, that would be great.
See? Yeah, so we can talk about the event as well as talk about some things that you have coming up in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
definitely
you.
my pleasure. She got really excited about that.
Because it's going to be.
Yes.
It's going to be.
Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. All right. Thank you again so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Going to take another break and I will be back.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Welcome back to the Congo Hour. I hope that you enjoyed my conversation with the beautiful young ladies from Delta. And more importantly, I hope that you go to the QR code if you haven't already to purchase your tickets. If you want to get an ad in their digital souvenir booklet, and as well as purchase a sweatshirt to support a young person to be able to come to enjoy this epic event with Yolanda Adams on Saturday, February the 3rd at the Chase on the riverfront. Want to also encourage our viewing audience, if you or you know someone who is looking to sell or purchase a house, that you contact me. I'm a realtor and I would love to help you buy or sell a home or even invest in one. And you can give me a call at 302-521-7325. And I certainly don't want to forget to share with you, this is the Congo Hour. And I want to encourage you to give Kim a call at 302-652-8887 to plan your funeral. We talked about planning a luncheon. We talked about planning birthday parties, vacations. And so I want to encourage you to please, please, please give Kimmy a call at 302-652-8887 to reach out to her to schedule an appointment. She can come to you or you can come to her, and she can share with you the different packages that are available. The great thing that Trippie and I always talk about is if you do it now in 2024 and you pass away in 3024, the price for the funeral home services remain the same. So that's extremely important to remember that. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm not taking a quick break. I'm taking a break. I am signing off for this evening. We're going to share a snippet of Sammy's Corner. Mr. Congo always has great words of wisdom and advice. And I thought that I would end the show with a message from Mr. Congo. So I pray that this week is the best week of your lives. And if you or you know someone that would like to come onto the Congo Hour, please feel free to reach out to me at 302-521-7325. 302-521-7325. Good night.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great, great journey doing it. Met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
Welcome back to Sammy's Corner, small part of Congo Hour. I'm just so elated again. I can't let any of you know how happy I am that we have moved toward this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful studio. And the fact that Ivan had this dream that he talks about. I remember I had a dream. And my dream was to have a really nice funeral home. And God has blessed me to have that. And Ivan, I'm sure, understands how blessed he's been to have this wonderful, wonderful studio and to provide the professionalism that is required to compete today. So my hat's off to Ivan and all the other people that have really worked hard and have seen the fruits of their labor and can enjoy it while they're living. I know that Cherry and I have really appreciated the fact that we've been privileged to enjoy the fruits of our labor. I know that I'm excited about the fact that our kids can really take over, and now I have a grandson that is graduating from college, and he may join our team. So that will be 3 generations of Congo Funeral Home people, when I never thought that one generation could really be as successful as we've been. The community has been so wonderful to us. I can't thank them too much. Every time I think about it, I just think about how blessed I've been to have the relationships with the churches, the organizations, and the folks that have just stuck right there with us through the good and the bad, and still we're great friends, and it allows us to smile when we see each other, and that we have just joined a team. And that's what I see. Every time we have a funeral, I call it my extended family, and I treat them like they're my family. They treat me like I'm their family. And so the wonders of why I feel so good and why I won't retire is just that I feel so good every day about the people that I serve, and they just treat me so good. And because I've been treated good, I'm a happy camper. But then I do a little searching, and I do realize that there are people that have not had the resources and the things that I have had. And so I strive for that today, to make sure that everybody has a chance to enjoy life the way I have. I've raised my kids, and so far, every one of them have had an education, and I have a granddaughter who wants to be a brain surgeon, and boy, is that exciting to me. And then the other ones that are coming along are not quite sure, but I'm sure that when it's time, they will realize just how wonderful it is to have that education. It adds to you every time. I don't care who you are. If you say that education has not helped you, I don't think you knew that you were being helped, because it's the way it is. It's the society that we live in today that demands certain prerequisites. And what they used to be when you go to see a job or ask for a job or to see if there's a job available, the first thing they want to do is have your resume. And if you don't have the fact that you are, could I say, educated to the extent that you have a college degree, I don't think you're going to be considered. So, and I'm not trying to say that everybody's got to go to college, but I think if you are trying to think of the right word, a service person, where you are, a mechanic or a carpenter, or you work in the hospital with all the technology and learning all that, that's as good as an education. But if you need to be promoted, that's where the education stuff comes in. And sometimes you're not prepared, so you won't be considered. So if you can keep watching me every Sunday, I do want to have someone, and if you would call me up and let me know that you would like to be my guest on Sammy's Corner, I would be thrilled. Because right now, I'm speaking all alone, and I would love to have someone to share my thoughts with. And then I would love to share your thoughts with the community. So every Sunday, I want at least one or two people to come for the little time that they give me and talk about what's on your mind, and let the community know what's on your mind, so that if you need to do something about it, it will be done, not with the mayor, not with the president, but with your community. It has more impact than all the other services that you can try to get involved in. The community is the best worth of a life that you can even consider when it comes to getting things done. So I'm going to end here, but I'll be back next week, and I'm going to talk more about the funeral home and what it offers. I'm going to talk more about the Legacy Center and what it offers, what we're doing with the new building that was Christ Our King School. Now it's a training location for people that are young and need some assistance in getting to where you want to go. Thank you. We'll look forward to seeing each other, and I'll be here next week at 8 o'clock. Thank you and good night.